Welcome to the Orwellian Playbook, an anatomy of control found in George Orwell's classic novels, Animal Farm and 1984. This video, From Allegory to Apocalypse, will analyze how power and control function in Animal Farm in 1984, revealing the timeless tactics of totalitarianism. George Orwell's stories offer deep lessons about power, exploring how it corrupts and how freedom can be lost. His works are a warning against totalitarian regimes, drawing on his observations of Nazi Germany and Stalin's Soviet Union. Orwell once said he writes books to expose a lie or draw attention to a fact, prioritizing getting a hearing over producing a work of art. Animal Farm is an allegorical fable. An allegory uses characters and events as symbols for ideas or political situations. A fable is a short story, usually about animals, intended to teach a lesson. Animal Farm is an allegory for the Russian Revolution. Part 1 focuses on Animal Farm, the revolution betrayed. The farm animals rebel against Mr. Jones, aiming to create an equal society based on the 7 Commandments, a rebellion born of hope. Animal Farm is a direct allegory for the Russian Revolution of 1917, showing how a revolution for equality led to a more oppressive, totalitarian state. Manor Farm represents Russia, and the animals mirror specific historical figures or social classes. The revolutionary leaders in Animal Farm align with historical figures. Old Major is V.I. Lenin, Napoleon is Joseph Stalin, Snowball is Leon Trotsky, and Mr. Jones represents Tsar Nicholas II. Other characters and symbols serve as instruments of power. Squealer is the propagandist, Boxer and Clover represent the working class, and the windmill is the false hope of Stalin's industrialization campaigns. This chart shows the direct parallels between the characters of Animal Farm and their real-world counterparts in the Russian Revolution. The great irony is the corruption of the commandments. The pigs adopt human vices, manipulate history, and ultimately replace the original rules with the ultimate statement of inequality. All animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. Part 2 moves to 1984, The Annihilation of Freedom, exploring the architecture of absolute control. The party maintains power through comprehensive psychological and physical control, including surveillance, newspeak, and historical revisionism. Moving from historical allegory to futuristic apocalypse, 1984 is a grim warning against totalitarianism. Set in Oceania, citizens are constantly watched by telescreens, ruled by Big Brother, where independent thought is criminal. The party uses the language of contradiction to confuse and control, redefining freedom as obedience. The key slogans illustrate this. War is peace, freedom is slavery, and ignorance is strength. The annihilation of truth is central to the party's power. Winston Smith's struggle to maintain his memory ends when he is forced to accept that 2 + 2 = 5, demonstrating the party's absolute control over reality. Orwell's warnings are not just fiction, they describe present-day challenges. His books give us the language to understand the forces shaping our digital lives. You are now living in Oceania. Animal Farm shows how revolutions can be hijacked and dreams of equality betrayed. 1984 shows the terrifying extreme, a world where the state dictates truth, making freedom unimaginable. Both books warn that unchecked power reshapes reality for its own benefit. Orwell's playbook reveals the tactics of tyrants, controlling truth, crushing rivals, and creating a new society. Documentaries like How to Become a Tyrant illustrate these timeless methods. We close with this powerful quote from George Orwell. In a time of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. Thought is free. Keep it that way. Thank you for watching this video on George Orwell's enduring warnings about power and control.